Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Joy's Reading Time. And today's subject is a little different. I've been asked to speak on this, so I just thought, why not? Um, Plus, I've experienced this years ago when I was younger, so I thought, I have my own experience as well, and I felt it was an interesting topic. It's called I'm No Longer Sexually Interested in My Partner. Do I still sleep with him or her? Um, I thought about this for a while, thought about what I experienced, and I looked at the reasons. So I want to give you it from both perspectives, from the male and the female's point of view. And also, I want to give you remedies on how to make it better. Hopefully, I should say, make it better. Um, so, first, I want to look at some reasons why a female may go off sex. Sometimes it's due to pregnancy. She's had a child. She could be pregnant and really scared of harming the baby, and she could be, too tired. Or, after she's had her little one, she may be tired. She may not feel attractive. She may feel that she has to spend a lot of time looking after the baby, and you come in from work or what have you and feel, yes, you still would want to sleep with her, but she could, for that moment, just go off sex. She could be suffering from postnatal depression. She's just not interested in sex at that time. Don't mean she's gone off you or sex per se, is just the way she's feeling at that time. And next reason is because, and this was my reason really, I no longer loved my partner. He cheated so much times, and which I had said before, and I no longer wanted to be with him. But I was young and didn't know how to express myself enough or was strong enough to deal with the situation. And it went from just enjoying a boyfriend to living together quite early, having a child, and you're just in a situation, and it's hard, being a young parent and dealing with certain adult issues, I would say, in life, and not having the knowledge of how to deal with those situations or the confidence. Yes, so I went through about 7 years of that. You might think, wow, but yeah. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of women that, for some reason or another, they're no longer attracted to their partner, and they don't know how to express this. Sometimes they finally have had the guts to express it. I did after 5 years, but I just don't feel I was heard. And sometimes as men, you don't hear. So that's one of them. Next thing is, if you've got a partner and they don't have no ambition, they don't want to work, or they don't really want to do nothing much, or they may just not want to help you in the house, they're kind of lazy. That can be quite off putting. What I want to say is, when people get together, there's this lust, you know, you're very happy having sex. Some people are not that sexually active. They may be in the beginning, then afterwards they're not that type of person. And if you are, one partner is and the other partner is not, that can be quite difficult with a partner, because it might make you feel like something's wrong with you when it's not. It's just how they are. So you're not really compatible in that department as well. But sometimes people as well go off that their partner, they're no longer attracted to their partner the way they were. Could not be for anything really. Could be they just change and no longer attracted to their partner. So these are things you have to think about. Also, if it's for mature women, it's menopause. A lot of women during menopause do go off sex, and they're just not interested anymore, and the partner finds that very difficult to understand. But I want to go a little bit deeper as well with this situation. I do believe that, if you look at some cultures, Some cultures, in some cultures, they like to smell that person's body odor. They don't wear deodorant. And they like, if it's strong, it shows strength in breathing purposes. So if I look at it flip the coin in it a bit, sometimes your partner might go off your smell. And you might think I don't stink, but everyone has their own smell. And the partner will probably not be attracted to that smell anymore. It could be as simple as that. Okay. On the other side, we can look at um, the male, why the male might go off the female. So a man might meet a woman and she's really, she's always dressed as sexy, she's in her lingerie, she's always has a time for him. Then, as I said, she has a baby and she don't. Or he comes from work and you, as a woman, might feel really comfortable. You're just in a baggy t-shirt, or you don't make the effort with your hair or anything anymore. And he wants to see you looking sexy still, and he may not be attracted to you just not making the effort with yourself. And next thing, you might not have no ambition. You may be a bit lazy, and he may not be interested in that. He may would like you to do a bit more than just to be lazy, not doing nothing. He might prefer you to go to a gym and work out, look after yourself more, and you don't. So these things kind of turn him off, or he may just not be interested in you anymore, and that's that. So let's look at remedies. Now I want to say this something to men. If a woman actually admits, some won't, but say, look, I'm not interested in sex anymore, which is not an easy thing to do. It's really not. Because it takes time for her to understand what's going on within herself. A lot of you men like to still touch the woman, touch her bum, touch her when she walks past you, always touch her in bed. You have your urge. I'm going to tell you what goes on for the woman. Very vicious thoughts go on in her mind. She doesn't like it. It's not nice, that you feel like, you're just like you're walking on the street and it's a stranger touching you and you don't like it. It's not a nice thing to do. And I know for you, you're wondering, well, how do I get her attention? How do I let her know that I still sexually, I'm interested and want her? What I say to you is this: go back to romancing her. Yeah, take your time, talk. You may decide to do a nice candlelight dinner, set her a nice bath, with candles around. Just be nice. Let her come to you because she wants to. Because sometimes when the woman goes to the man initially, it's because she might think, oh gosh, I haven't had sex for a week, or I haven't had sex with him for 2 weeks. Oh, I suppose I have to. And for the woman, I'm going to answer the question no. If you don't feel you any longer want to, no longer want to sleep with your partner, you shouldn't feel like you should have to, because it's not fair to be having sex with someone and you're not enjoying it. So it's about how to get this enjoyment. Some men, I would say, romance her, you know, cook dinner, let her relax, massage her feet, let her put her feet up. But don't think, oh, I've done this, so it must be sex. Just start talking, communicating, having a laugh, put on some music, dance together. Take your time. Bring back the love, the fun into the relationship. Listen to her when she speaks. Come in. Do you want any help, babes? Do you want me to cook? Just let her see you in a new light, and then she, in turn, will end up turning around to you and may want to sleep with you. But take your time. Let her come to you, do things to romance her. Not just, oh, I brought flowers, so I should get sex, or I cooked dinner, so I could get sex. No, it's about romancing her and letting her know, You don't have to sleep with me if you don't want to. Giving her a massage, just pampering over her. Let her start looking at you with new eyes. Play games. There's sex games to play. There's all kind of things you can do to initiate back that romance, that sexual activity. Yeah. And I would say for the woman, if you change the way you dress, change back. You know, look after yourself. Think about the way you're dressing. Pamper over your man as well. You know, try and change the dynamics of the relationships. Because I'll tell you something about relationships. It's all fun when you're just dating and you're getting to know each other and you have this lust, but then when you decide to live together, the dynamics change. You get to know the person in a different way. There might be aspects of them you don't like or you thought you didn't mind, and things change. I say to people, take your time and get to know one another. It's very important. And anyone can make a mistake in a relationship. We're all human beings, but it's important to listen to one another. Listen. And don't repeat the same mistakes. Listen and show you've heard, and take your time with one another, because it's not easy being in a relationship with one another. I feel that if you take the time with one another, it can easily come back. Well, maybe not easily if the person just don't love you anymore, but I don't feel that it's an ending if you just take your time. That person might think it's an ending, but maybe you need to change the way you speak to them, the way you approach sex, the way you may help them in the house, offer your help, the things you do. And I feel with that change, you can bring a newness to the relationship. But what I would say to you with that change is stick to it. Don't decide after 2 minutes you're going back to your natural self, because there'll be a lack of trust that you're nice 1 minute and next minute you're not. So just think about that, and think about what they like. Because sometimes men, you think you know what the woman wants and what she likes, but you really don't. There's a lot of parts of a woman's body that a man most probably has not explored and don't realize, or she may not even realize that she's kind of ticklish in certain areas. And, if you take your time and massage that person and, you know, kiss that person, you may discover areas that she didn't know and, bring that newness. So it can be changed around, but it's about you readdressing your character, the way, you know, you make her feel, what's happened in the relationship, why the dynamic change, and then think about romancing. So romancing each other. And that can bring a change. And also to the ones who has not got no ambition, maybe someone can't make you have ambition. And if that's just how you are, then you might find it difficult with a lot of partners. So you have to maybe look at yourself and see what's going on in your world to bring about a positive change for yourself. And with saying that, thank you for listening. I hope I helped you in some way. I say there's comments, please comment. I will give you guidance. Share, subscribe. And I hope that if you do have any difficulties, that this video has helped you to can maybe make things a little better or change it around. Thank you.